I mean, they're going to be asking for it anyway.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Jeez, I had to take him over for that. That's crazy.
How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Watch out for that boy's mouth. Garrett, man.
Catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at
Crazy part, I was on that line.
Good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48.
Yeah, why they knock him for it every time?
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 3rd down, it's Douglas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here.
What the fuck? Hell no.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a give this time to the tailback. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a give right side. Douglas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
For the running back.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Damn, what's this, like a 13, 14 play drive?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, that's really for myself. I'm not saying that you do.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
Oh, shit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them at the...
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards.
I was hoping you didn't live it, too.
To the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still
make
the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. Seahawks nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They hand it off to Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
He's brought no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Niners 13. Seahawks nothing.
And them kids are trying to be around you, man.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he knocks the ball away. And it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh! And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Oh.
And he can't quite get
I thought he was going to be able to reach
down
for
at
it.
the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Niners 20, Seahawks nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Guys. It's crazy how people make bets and don't stick to the bets, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores.
I mean, I bet with
You've done nothing offensively,
like,
nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 40.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Oh, I did not do.
Set up a throw.
Man.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks
trying to
it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
28-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw
57,
is
pick
incomplete.
the ball.
N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stat.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 27, Seahawks nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A bunch of bull-larking.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back.
Hey, I was right there on the what?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a give right side. Douglas. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
39-yard line.
Do y'all even play yet?
13 yards remaining on second down.
Man, I'm trying to get them easy wins.
He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free.
Yeah, I got money on Walker.
Another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Better not get caught. This nigga didn't got caught. Oh, okay.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
Oh, the DB?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds
if you do
to
possession,
go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened
I just know with possession, they don't fight for the ball. They just
deeper than normal.
They try to make the
so
safe
even
catch.
if you run
That's why I stopped doing
misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive
getting the ball
meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
For San Francisco.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down
good.
now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good.
Niners 42, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now
I knew it was coming. I pressed him to be outside.
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Man.
We often hear the phrase
cover two. Like, why is my
corner
certainly fits into that category?
Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the 49ers.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
Number 21.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go back to the ground this time.
Oh, get on.
Losing
That
back
shit.
at the 42.
I was about to hit that outside.
Staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, I
and
tried
he
to
can't
throw
find
it,
a
brother.
receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Oh, y'all playing the Chiefs, huh?
Coming to the line here to begin the
How
next drive, the
looking?
Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really
Can't put
anything
them
to
in my
cling
lineup.
on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The quarterback.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
At the 18-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
What you mean?
Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Let's go. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Niners 49. Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 6.
Who? You put that bop on him, huh?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh,
they
hold
it's Carr. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
on the outside, yeah. I went.
So the big play gets him all the
Yeah,
way
that's
down
all
to the
right.
outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and
He's gonna
10.
throw me a pick this time.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got it.
That's incomplete. Drop that.
Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, Mostert.
I hate when these niggas come off
they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They just come off the block
you know
clean.
How we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do. Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
Brother, you
that
6'6".
we're not really focused on it.
And that one incomplete.
Pardon me, 265.
Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Should be one hand in that on that board.
It's fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I should have took the bait away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good.
And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
16-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on first and
Let's go, baby.
What's
the spin for?
Is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Actually on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
Hold that one. Tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field.
Lewis, hold on to the puck, baby.
The game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sideline.
Sick right here.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
Appreciate it. I'll be right back. Shoes off? Alright, I'm ready, bro. Oh, we just took a little break from the phones. What time is it? It's like 8 something out here, I think. So you got like another hour.
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off
still on
right now.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. With that last carry, he's
had work
now
today, I
over
think.
8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got the first
just don't
before
wanna
he's
play it at
brought
all.
down at the 39-yard line.
Gain on the play.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down,
let me stop doing that,
losing
Walker.
yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield, and this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the 49ers continue to roll.
Talking about coverage.
He has really settled in throwing the football,
Shit
and
happens.
that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to
all
avoid
good.
what
Only
happened
thing that
on
matters
the
is
last
the playoffs,
drive,
man.
punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
We can't say that because Deion lost to
their offense.
Deion
That's
lost
how
to
they have to
Lions.
treat this drive.
They need points.
Big
It
time.
happens.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yeah.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Shit happens.
Now a give right side. It's Douglas. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Nobody want to see no damn blowout like that.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete.
Definitely wouldn't have been the first game.
But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body,
24
and
in 1
absorbing
quarter.
the hit.
Even
for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ayuk to return it. Good blocking there. Really sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
How y'all playing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
He dove hella early.
7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First down,
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's on his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Got good red zone.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7, as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Sound like Bryson Tiller.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
62.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.